In last video, we studied how to initialize values of the variable in the program itself. Today in this program, we will learn how to accept values from the user during runtime. So we are going to create a new class for this. And this is a program to find out simple interest, but in this we are not going to initialize the values of principal, rate and time in the program itself, but we will accept the values from the user during runtime. So suppose if I provide the class name as simple, now this should be class. Okay, now here this is created. Double click on this. I will remove this quotes. Now we'll provide a comment, program to calculate simple interest. Now here, as we are going to take input from the user during runtime, so we have to import a class, that is scanner class, we have to import from Java. Import means to bring that class in our program. So we will write down import java dot util dot scanner. Now here things to notice is that here S should be capital. The scanner is a class which is there in util package. So package, I told you in my previous video that package are if it is a collection of similar kind of classes. So in util package there are many other classes which are similar to that scanner class. So here we are going to import. Import means to bring this or to use this class in our program. So this is a syntax which is used to bring a class or to use a class in a program. So import java dot util. Util is a package. Inside that package there is a class that is scanner. So we are going to use this scanner class in our program, which will help us to import, which will help us to accept values from the user during runtime. So again, now here we will write down the class name. So our class name is simple. So class simple. Then public static void main. Here we write down string args as we write down. Then here we will declare all the variables which we are going to use in our program. So I'm going to use P, that is P for simple interest. In this I will store simple interest principal value. Then double, you can take double or float to store decimal value. So here rate and time we can take, if you want time rate to be in decimal, so we can take double R. If you want the time to be integer value or decimal values, that is up to you. If it is an integer value, so you can define it here itself. So that will be for time. And one more value we will take, which is SI, which will store the calculated value of simple interest. So this is how this is the process how we declare the variables. Now the next step, we have imported a class that is scanner. So the next step is to create an object of this class scanner, and that can be used to call call a method by which we will accept values from the user. So we know that a class has an object, and objects are used to call method to perform any action in the program. So first step, we will make a object of this class scanner. So for that the syntax is, we will write down scanner. Here you can see that scanner is always written in capital. This S is written in capital letter. Then obj, this is, you can take here object name, you can take anything. So here it can be XYZ, it can be your name, anything. The object name can be is totally dependent upon the programmer. You can put any name over here. So class, this class name, this will be the same, the scanner, and object name, it can be anything, equal to new scanner, and here in the bracket we write down system dot in. Now what is this? Now this statement, this is creating an object of the class scanner. So this is the method, or this is the syntax of writing or creating an object of a class. So scanner, this is the class name. Obj, this is the object name. This new scanner, this means we are creating an object of scanner class. And the system.in, this is a predefined object which represents standard input stream. So as we are going to take input from the user, which will be of data kind like character, integer, float, or double. Now you will later on, when you will study about file, then you will study that here we can also input file stream also. So this is a normal input stream. So for that we have to insert, we have to use a predefined object. This system.in, this is a predefined object which is used to take users, which is used to represent standard input stream. So here we have created a object of scanner class. Then we write down system dot out dot println. Here we have to write down enter value of principal. So whatever statement here you can put, this is totally upon you. Whatever you want to appear on the screen during runtime, so you can enter over here. Next thing is, this will be displayed during runtime. You will see that this statement will be displayed on the screen, and the next step, the user has to enter a value. So that entered value needs to be read, and for that, or needs to be accepted, and for that we provide a syntax. So p equal to p, because this is the variable which will store the principal value. So p equal to obj dot next int. Now what is this? I told you that a class has an object, and that object calls method. So next int, this is a method which will read the value which will be entered by the user, and it will store it in the variable p. So this next int, why int? Because here p is a integer kind of value. Next you will see that when we will take rate, we will write down over here next double. So one thing to notice over here is that I should be in capital letter. So similarly we will copy this, because the same thing we are going to write down for next two, that is rate and time. So same, we will write down system dot enter value of, here we will write down of rate and enter value of time. Here we have to change the variables, because for rate and time we are taking different variables. R is for rate and T is for time. Now rate, here you can see that this is of double kind. So here we will write down next double. So this will read double data type. Now next thing is to do the calculation. So we will write down simple interest, that is equal to P into R into T, means whatever value will be input by user, that will be uh, that will be accepted, or that will be stored in P, R and T, and so we can use these variables to find out the simple interest. Next again we will write down system dot out dot println to display the value of calculated simple interest. So here we will write down simple interest is, now this also is totally dependent upon you. Whatever you want, you can put a statement over here, and then the value of SI. Now we will close the bracket. So we have written our complete code. The next step is to compile this program. So we'll compile this program. Here you can see that class compiled, no syntax error. So now we will see the output of the of this program. So we'll close this. Right click over here, go to void main, click OK, and here you can see that it is asking enter value of principal. So, and here there is a here you can see the one, type input and press enter to send to program. So here we will enter a value. Suppose your principal is 2000, so I will enter this value. Now enter rate. What is your rate? Suppose your rate is 3.5, so that will be entered. Enter time, for how many years? Suppose it is for 2 years, so I will enter that. So here your simple interest is calculated. Simple interest is 140. So this is how we can take values there from user during runtime, and then we can do any calculation. So based on this we can do many programs, simple calculation based program. Here you have a short note on this import java.util.scanner. So here you can see that scanner class in Java is found in the Java util package, and this provides various ways to read input from the keyboard. Then Java util.scanner class is one of them. There are many methods how you can uh, take input from user. So one of them is this scanner class. By the help of scanner in Java, we can get input from the user in primitive types such as int, long, double. So all these values can be accepted from the user during runtime. Now here this is a short notes is also prepared to give you the explanation that what is scanner. Scanner is a class, obj is the object. Now this object name can be anything. Then new scanner, this is system.in, this is a predefined object which represents standard input stream. So with this we have to pass in this statement so that user can be allowed to enter values during runtime. So this is all for today. In the next video we will study many more things about Java. Thank you.